Americans take an average of 11 vacation days per year. Italians take 28. Germans take 30. The French take 37. Same planet, completely different relationship with work. So who got it right? Work isn't just about money. It shapes your health, your relationships, your identity, and how long you actually live. And depending on where you were born, your entire definition of a good life looks completely different. In the United States, productivity is identity. The first question someone asks when they meet you is, "What do you do?" Not who you are, what you do. Americans work an average of 1,800 hours per year, one of the highest in the developed world. There's no federal law requiring paid vacation, no guaranteed paid sick leave, and yet, research consistently shows American workers are among the most stressed and least satisfied in the developed world despite being among the most productive. Germany gets 30 days of paid vacation by law, and actually uses them. German culture has a concept called Feierabend, a sacred boundary between work time and personal time. After hours, work calls and emails are culturally unacceptable. Germany has some of the strictest work-life separation in the world, and yet its economy is the fourth largest on the planet. Productivity and rest aren't opposites in Germany. Rest is what makes the productivity possible. Japan is the outlier that breaks both narratives. The Japanese work more hours than almost anyone, but not because they're efficient. There's a cultural pressure to be seen working, even when there's nothing left to do. Japan has a word for literally working yourself to death: karoshi. It's a recognized cause of death. The government has had to pass laws specifically limiting overtime because the culture of overwork was becoming a public health crisis. Denmark consistently ranks among the happiest countries on Earth, and part of the reason is how they treat work. The average Danish workday ends at 4 p.m. There's strong cultural pressure to leave on time. Staying late isn't seen as dedication, it's seen as poor time management. Danish workers report high job satisfaction, high trust in employers, and high sense of purpose. They work less and report feeling better about the work they do. South Korea sits in a similar position to Japan: extremely long hours, intense work culture, and a growing awareness that the model is unsustainable. South Korea recently reduced its maximum legal work week from 68 hours to 52 after studies showed the overwork culture was damaging health, reducing birth rates, and not actually improving economic output. The pattern across all of these countries points to the same conclusion: working more hours doesn't produce more results, it produces more hours. The countries with the strongest economies and the happiest workforces aren't the ones working the longest, they're the ones working the most deliberately. So here's the real question. Is working yourself into the ground a sign of ambition? Or is it just what happens when a culture never taught you there's another way? Comment your country. What does work culture actually look like where you live?